Okay, so first things first, when you turn your machine on, you're going to twist this knob and it's going to pop out. You will then have a screen like this. You'll log into it. If you have a login, you can log in. If not, you just skip it. And the first thing you're going to want to do is calibrate the machine to the jaw you're using. So we're going to use A. So setup, calibration, jaw setup, A. You'll see this little thing. You'll have to put the jaw in first. So it's going to slide in. It's super easy. Just slide it in. Lock it in. Make sure it's good. The screen has this little thing right here. You can see that. It needs to be moved over so that this calibration tool can go all the way here. So that's this thing. Just move it over. You have a calibration tool. We screwed ours up, but that's okay. And put this in here. Just like that. The machine, don't want it popping up over here. You'll come back to your screen and press start. The machine's gonna prompt you. Is jaw A installed? Yes. Okay. Now the machine's gonna calibrate. Your screen now is going to tell you to save. So, okay. Make sure you press save. Want to save? Yes. Alright, you're done with calibration. Go back home. You don't need your tool anymore. Now we have a key, side mill key, which we're going to cut with jaw A. So, you'll go to your vehicle. In this case, it's a Ford, so F. We're going to go to Ford. Next. F-150 if that's the series you're using. Next. You'll need to know the year and the model of the vehicle. So, I have a code. It's 11426. So, that's going to be right here. I'm going to press next. Code. And then you're going to type in your code, 11426. If it's a correct code, it'll unhighlight here, which means it's good code. Next. It's going to show you the key. It's going to show you the cuts. So then you're going to put your key in here. So first thing you're going to want to do for the side mill keys is slide this over all the way down. And then start twisting your jaw so it starts coming in. Now, when you're putting your key in here, you want it to be all the way here, but you don't want it to pop up over this, because if you pop it up, it's gonna not cut. So
I'll mess up the bit.
So you need this all the way here. And usually we just kind of make sure it's there. And that's all the way over. And then we have a light so you can really see, and it's not popped up, it's good. Okay.
Make sure you screw it tight too.
Yeah. Okay, and so then you'll go back to your screen and you're going to just press next. The screen's going to tell you, make sure.
Take off brass.
Yeah. We always hit brass so that it shows a person, because it cuts the key lighter. The brass cuts it heavy. And then it's showing you again to make sure this, make sure the blue thing is moved over, which it is. We made sure we slid it all the way over. I'm just going to check my key one more time just to make sure it's there.
That's good.
And then you just press cut. Everything is the way it should be. Okay. The machine's going to cut it. Okay, this is an important step. Your machine is telling you, please rotate the key. So flip your key over. Always do what the machine tells you to do first before pressing any buttons on the machine again. So I'm going to take the key out. We flip bars, and this little bar here, we go like this just to get the pieces off of it so it's not going to mess up our next cut. Next thing, really important, you're going to need something like this because you need to make sure this is really clean and has no shavings on it, because that can also mess up your cut. So we keep this by ours. Okay, so I'm now rotating the key 180 degrees. I'm going to put it back in the machine and tighten this. Making sure it's not popped up. Making sure this latch is moved over. Looks good. Now that I've done what the machine's told me to do, I now press OK. It's going to automatically start cutting again. Okay, now that the key is done, it's going to move the jaw back over. Cut complete. Please remove the key. So now you can just take it out. You can do this again with it so that both sides are off. We have a wire brush. We do this just so it gets any extra pieces of metal off of there, so it's clean. And then if you want to, or if you need to, and you have a key that you need decoded, it's a pretty simple process as well. You can just put it back in, either new or whatever. You put it back in the machine, close this again. It's already cut, so you're just going to decode. So home, vehicle, it doesn't really matter at this point. Well, it does matter if you know the make, model, year, and put it in here. And then when you get to this screen again, you'll say decode. Everything is good. It's in there. Your jaw is where it needs to be. Next. Everything's good. Okay. And then the machine will decode the key for you. Code searching, decode is completed. You'll now see the code is the 11426, so you now know that. And the last thing I'm going to show y'all is how to change out your cutter. So if you change jaws, it's going to tell you, it's going to prompt you to change a cutter. In this case, we're not changing anything out, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. So you'll need these two tools. And you'll see this has an arrow here. And you'll see your cutter is going to fit into this. And that's why it's got this thing. So this hole is where you put this in. And you're just going to drop it in there. You're going to see how it's up. You're going to make it go around until it drops down. You'll feel it. The arrow should be pointing this way. I don't know if you can get over there or not, but on the side, there's this little hole right here. Wherever it is, here it is. Yeah. There's this hole here. So you're going to put your tool in it. And you're going to hold on to this with your finger, and you're going to twist this until it sounds like it broke, but it didn't. And you're going to twist maybe like 3 times. Take your tool out, and this should grab the cutter. So this is a 2.5 cutter. Sometimes it will tell you to change it to the 1.5 cutter. So if you want to take it out, that's what you would do. You can take it out like that. You can put it back in. You just stick it back through. Arrow still pointing this way. Hold it where it's at. Do your tool again. This time twist it the opposite way so you can tighten it back. Keep going. Then whenever you get to a stopping point, just twist it as hard as you can without breaking it, but just so it's tight. Take it out, and then you should be able to pull your thing out with a no cutter. That means it's stuck in there and it's tightened. All right, I think that's it for now.